Everything's beautiful, wonderful. Welcome in, guys. Welcome, 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 welcome. I'm going to get to the chat very shortly, but I'm going to give you a quick rundown on where we're going to go first, guys. Okay, just give me a second to catch up with you, because I know you're catching up with me. But got lots for you. It's going to be an interesting show, and there's a format to it. So let me explain the format as we get in. But hello, everybody in the family. And don't those flags look good, eh? Don't them flags look good? Mexico, USA, and Canada. Them flags make me live. I tell you, I love them flags. I could live in any of them countries. Have done. Could live in any of them countries. So big love to all three hosts. Big love to all three hosts before we get off the ground and start flying away. Big love to the hosts. They deserve it. They totally deserve it. Absolutely. But the ground rules today, this is where we're going to go, okay? We're going to take a look at the groups pretty soon. We're going to go to Group A very quickly. All graphics, all graphics. Me chatting and you chatting in the chat, but graphics in the picture, me on and off screen all the way through. It's going to be a rolling ball, but this is where we're going to go. I'll repeat this a few times as we do, but welcome in, people. World Cup is just a couple of days away. I can hardly believe it. It doesn't seem like 4 years ago since the last one, because it isn't 4 years. There you go. So this is where we're going. Big love to all of you. It's great to see you. I'll be in the chat in 2 seconds, but the ground rules for today's match is we're going to take a look at the groups, and we're looking at the advancing teams in the first phase of this, okay? We're going to get in there in seconds. We'll be there in seconds. But the advancing teams is where we're going to go first. Then we're going to take a look at the teams that went through, and we're going to pick our top 10 challengers. Then we're going to look a little bit deeper and our top 4 favourites. Then we're going to look at the dark horses. This is you and I, all along. And then, time permitting, we're going to look at the top players and FIFA's fiascos. Yeah, the tickets, the pricing. Fans, I'll tell you all about it when we get there. But FIFA is really messing this up royally, publicly, with the fans, who are the family of football, and they're really doing dirty on the fans, which is the family on the football. So it doesn't sit well with me, doesn't sit well with you. So, with that said, let me have a quick check in the chat before we fly to Group A. Group A is going to be listed really quickly, but in we come. Angus McWhirter, hello Stevie, I am in pole position today. Way to go, buddy. Good to see you, good to see you. SMH, I mean Stevie, no, it's all good, buddy, it's all good. I'm used to sort of people spelling my name in different ways too, so it's no big deal. No big deal. Yes, sir, Scott. Scott says that would put me right behind you, Angus. There you go, Scotty. In you come, buddy. In you come. And yes, sir, Scott, hope you and Stevie are well today. I tell you what, I'm doing bloody good. Doing good. Doing good. Like I say, I can hardly believe the World Cup's this close. Leonardo Baraviera in Brazil is in the house. Brasilia. He says, hello, how are we? Let's talk some football. We're going to be doing it. Leo adds. Any differential equations? Well, maybe just football. Absolutely. Football is the equation, isn't it? A la equation. Anything's possible. No doubt about it. And Lynn, how you doing, Lynn, my friend? Good to see you, mate. Lynn Pitts, in-house thought on USA versus Germany yesterday. I tell you what, before we go to the groups then, I'll answer that question. I think the USA did themselves a world of good in that game against Germany yesterday. Yeah, you might lose. Fine. No worry. Don't look at the result. Look at the performance. Look at the performance. Look at some of the desire that was shown by them players. I told you weeks ago, when the World Cup comes around, America will stand on its head to do everything it can to show well. There's one thing about America. They don't like to disappoint the fans, but they don't like a bad performance for themselves. So I told you weeks ago, Lynn, the USA was going to start showing up. Their form is going to get better. And I say they get out of the group, but once we get to that group, we got some talking points. So there you go. Briefly on that now. Let's get to what we're waiting for. But before we do, I've got some tragic news. This is the last delay. Christian Eriksen collapsed earlier today on the football field. If we can get this off the ground, we've got something for you to watch. Take a look. Eriksen's coming through the picture right now. He's just advancing in front of the defender. He's going to turn and clutch his heart. Watch this. That's shock attack there. Now, when he clutched himself before he goes down, he looks behind at the defender as if the defender had thrown something at him. So there was a gesture between the two. So let's hope that Eriksen is good. I tell you this, he walked to the ambulance from the field and was taken to hospital, and apparently he's doing well. So, just so you know, one more time, take a look at when he spins around. He clutches his chest. Right there. And then he goes down. So that's the second time for Ericsson for that to have happened. Let's wish him well, guys. And like I say, I try to keep you informed. But let's hope that he is okay. The last time Ericsson had a problem with that was in 2021, also playing for Denmark. I'm happy to bring you that, but let's wish him well. Now, let's get the show rolling. Chunzo's in the house. How you doing? Chunzo, we'll get you in a minute. Group A. Take a look at Group A, and we will see where this goes right now. Group A, in your windows right now. What I want you to do down low, guys, interact with the chat, and I'll interact with you straight away. And Lynn Pitt says, gracias, mi amigo. Thank you. Chunzo, hello, my man. How you doing? Now, Group A, what I want to see happening here is you guys telling me what you think. I'm going to be telling you what I think, but there's the teams going through in Group A. Mexico for me. And Milky Moose Celtics, best of luck, is in the house. Best of luck, Christian. Absolutely, man. We all wish him the best of luck. Absolutely. Second time for the poor guy, hey? It's pretty sad, no? I think he should keep playing. People are thinking, does he stop playing? Should he stop playing? No, I say keep playing. Totally keep playing. Stevie Amigos, absolutely. Now in Group A, let's keep it on track. I say categorically in my paperwork, I have Mexico going through with South Korea. Finishing third, I got Czechia. Steve, how you doing, fella? Hi, Steve. Hoping for a great World Cup. Should be some great games. Thoughts with Ericsson. Hope he'd be okay. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Christian should be doing well. Angus, the altitude will greatly benefit Mexico. Yes. The altitude will benefit Mexico 100%. Well done there, Angus. I'm saying for sure, for my money, Mexico goes through with South Korea second and Czechia coming in third. Unless South Africa really pulls an emergency brake on somebody, but I can't see it happening. That's my take there. Let's take you straight away into Group B coming up, guys. Leonardo says Mexico first, Korea second. There's another one. Francois Pitre, bonjour, monsieur. Comment ça va? Francois in the house. Good to see you. Good to see you again there. Mexico, Slovakia, Czech Republic. Yes, absolutely. Milky Move, this was supposed to be Ireland's group. Nah, fair play. And good luck, Czechia. Hey, you know what? It's funny to be like that, isn't it? Like, so many teams could be there and so many teams are not there. Let's spare a thought for Italia. I mean, come on. What's going on with football? 3 times back-to-back, Italy not making it. Crazy, eh? Crazy. I'm just going to take Group A out of your face right now. Just a second. And we're going to bring you Group B into it. You've got Group B in there right now. We'll take a little break in between. But opening game, Mexico 3-0 South Africa. Yeah. I tell you, Mexico's got some good form going. They got some good form going. Jeffrey, how you doing, fella? Jeffrey Perrin's in the house. Listening from work. I tell you, have a good day at work. Don't work too hard. And agree with Group A. Yes. Jeffrey's in the think tank that it's definitely going to be Mexico, big time, going through, and it looks like South Africa's going to be missing out. So, Jeffrey Perrin, well done, mate. Keep working, but don't work too hard. Chris, well, how you doing, Chris? Haaland can be out before the World Cup. Could be. But, hey, you know what? That's the thing that sort of tainted the World Cup last time around in 2022 was a few injuries coming in. Yeah, do you remember that? I do. Milky Moose says, yes. Francois Pitre, I'm doing well. Ready for Haiti to beat Scotland. Hey, Haiti won 4-0 the other day. Yeah. Scotland did a big one as well the other day. So it's going to be a scoring match. I'm looking forward to seeing Scotland there. I really am. I'm loving to see Scotland taking on Haiti there. But I'm really looking forward to seeing Scotland play. Why? I think it's because when I was a little boy, I went to England-Scotland in Hampden Park, Glasgow, as a young kid, and it never left me. Swiss and Canada. Hey, there you go. Milky Moose Celtics, Swiss and Canada. There you go. So it's going to be Swiss and Canada. What if Bosnia comes through and does a dirty on us? What is it? The first game, we got to get a big result in the first game. Group B, we're going to labour on Group B a bit. I'm going to take it out your window. I'm going to come back on your screen in a second. But I'm going to labour on that one with you. Group B, we have to labour a little bit. We laboured with Mexico, so we're going to labour with Canada as well. I'm saying Francois Pitre, yeah, Switzerland, Canada. He says Switzerland, Bosnia, and Canada. Now, here's the deal. If Bosnia and Herzegovina has a great game in the first game and does what they did to Italy and does what they did to Wales and stops both those big clubs going to the World Cup, that's got to register. No? Has to register. So I'm concerned about B&H, Bosnia and Herzegovina. B&H concern me a lot. They've been concerning me ever since the playoffs. Can't take them lightly. You can't take them lightly, Canada. And I know you've got the players to get the job done, but boy, oh boy, oh boy, a lot of clubs have had the jobs to do against B&H and haven't done it. And we are not exactly scoring goals for fun right now, are we? And Jonathan David isn't exactly in electric form, is he? So we got concerns in Canada. We got concerns. It's not straight sailing. Hey, I went to the Canada game against Uzbekistan the other night. It was a dream come true. Absolutely the dream of dreams. The most amazing trip ever. Most amazing game I had ever experienced with Canada. Why? Because I did it as a fan. Go down in the library, check that library out in the videos. You'll see it. I travelled 1,100 Ks to see Canada, Uzbekistan. It was brilliant. Back into the chat. Canada, Swiss, tie on points for first. Yes, could well be. Could well be. It all depends on that first game, Jeff, yeah? Canada's got to get a good game on that first day. They've got to get the points. A draw is not what we're looking for. But hey, we're not going to finish fourth, so that'll tell you something. Yeah, absolutely. Into the chat. Francois, our roster is plagued with out-of-shape players. Isn't it ever? Yeah, that surprises me sometimes. That really does surprise me sometimes. I'm not sort of saying we should get too far ahead of ourselves and, you know, be arrogant on the day because we've come so far so soon and we're like the new kids on the block and everything's easy. It's not. They've had to work their asses off to get to this stage, even though it looked great over the last 5 years. They've worked their asses off. But I think sometimes we're hitting brick walls. We go through a phase where, and I'm talking the last 2.5 years, we go through a phase where we've got great form, great momentum, we're knocking teams down, and then we hit brick walls for some strange reason. And I can't put my finger on it. I really can't. Just flat performances and not scoring goals. So, not labouring on too long getting into the group itself, but I do say sometimes to myself, looking at this group again, and I'll show it to you one more time. Have a look at that. It's not as straightforward as people might thinking. And the media out in Canada, if you didn't know this, there's only a few of them that have a clue what's going on. The media in Canada talking about the World Cup, apart from the select channels, right? But the media in Canada is so out of touch with what football, soccer is about at a World Cup. It's not even funny. It's like you have those that know the match and how to play it, and those that are watching it for the first time. That's how it feels. I'm just telling you straight, because that's what I'm immersed with sometimes, and I look around and I'm just shaking my head. But for this group, I'm just going to put a line on it. Switzerland should be the big guys going through, no doubt about it. Qatar's not being given any respect at all, but really they're in bad form right now, so you shouldn't be giving them too much respect, just a little. But you should be beating Qatar, Canada, Bosnia and Herzegovina. At the worst, should be a draw. And the thing is this. Let's say you beat Qatar and you drew against Bosnia. You got 4 points. You're going in the next round. But then you got Switzerland in the final game. Switzerland in the final game in Vancouver. That's probably not a game that you're looking to say, we're going to win that easy. Switzerland's got a good team, yeah? Very decent. Been there around. Know how to get it done. Very calm. Got some talent. Got some strength. Got some steel. They got some skill. Know-how. Good team. So yes, they should be winning the group. We can win the group. 3 solid performances is what it's going to take. It starts day one. Canada puts the ball in the back of the net nice and early on Bosnia and Herzegovina, then adds to it. Then it's a heyday. Then you can build confidence. Go to the second game, Qatar. Take the win in Vancouver. 6 points already through. Sitting good. And then challenge in the final game. Balls to the wall, like I said before. Get on that throttle, push it to the firewall, balls to the wall. Second World War pilot, if you didn't know what that was. Balls to the wall, third game, and come out of that group with 3 results. The final result against Switzerland, if that was a draw, I'd go with that. But if you look at it straight on, with 3 solid performances from Canada, you can get 7 points. 4 at the least. But you're going to the next round, is what I'm saying. I can't see Canada not making it to the next round. Fair and square, that's Group B. That's what I'm saying. Just into the chat quickly. Francois, Jeffrey says Canada, Swiss, tie on points for first. Francois says our roster is plagued with out-of-shape players. Yes, we said that. Croupeau will have to keep making miraculous saves. Oh, my life. Some of the saves that Maxime can make. And, hey, I said months ago, Jesse needed to get a number one. Get a number one in this squad. Pick your goalie. Stop pissing them around. The defence needs to know who's the boss. The boss is the boss of the box. The people need to know what's going on in defence. Then, when you know who the number one is, bang, you're in business. You can keep it clean. So, yeah, miraculous saves. Francois, on the money. Jeffrey Perrin, win-win tie for Canada in the group. There you go, 7 points, you're going through. But nonetheless, with 3 decent performances, you're going through. If you can't flatline in this group, I can't see that Canada can flatline in this group and will make history by advancing from a group. So there you go. There's another good thing. Jeffrey Perrin, Switzerland tied Australia 1-1. Thank you, Jeffrey. Good scores. I've got scores coming up later if you need. If anybody wants full scores, let me know. I'll go there now, but we'll continue on to Group C next. But you got to say, yes, Switzerland 1, Australia 1. Australia don't play anybody easy. Tea time, baby. Just a second. Australia don't play anybody easy. Oh, that is a good cup of tea. Oh, my life. And there's no rum in that. The rum was at the game. The rum is not in the studio. Man, can you imagine me on rum in the studio? Holy moly. That would be crazy funny times. Anyway, carrying on. We're going to go to Group C next. Milky Moose Celtic come out of first game with a result, and the rest should look after itself. Play Swiss in the last game for tops. Absolutely. The first game, so important. Number one, not to lose. But if you get a good result like a 1-0 win or a 2-0 win, I couldn't give a hell about the score. Just give me 3 points. Get me a 3-point game out of that first match for Canada. They're waltzing into the next round. Because against Qatar, with a win on their backs, they're going to be confident. They'll just load it up. Left side, Tajon Buchanan will crush them on the right side, yeah? Hopefully by then Davies might be available. He can come down the left and do some damage too, if he's available. If not, sit. We're better without you. You're not good if you're halfway there. Get fit, then come on. But that group there, yeah, absolutely. And then last game for tops, Swiss at home. And here's the thing. You might hate me, you might love me for this. Which is the best stadium to have played Switzerland in? Would it have been better to play Switzerland in Toronto or Switzerland in Vancouver? I know what I think. I really do know what I think. I do. Okay, let's take a quick butchers at Group C on your screens right now. Have a look. Pretty simple for me to see what's going on here. And I know there's a few of you who like Scotland out there, but that's going to be a real toughie. Not a toffee, you softy, a toughie. Aye, a toughie. So I'm saying Brazil taking on the mighty Morocco in that game there. That's going to tell you who's going to finish first. And listen, Brazil coming into this with some indifferent form, but they're a competition team, proud nation. They know what they're going to be doing. They will be walking through that group. And they are the favourite to take it. Let's not kid ourselves. They're not getting any love around the world, but they're number 6 in the world, demanding respect, not in a total golden moment, but they've got players that can break out of the box. And if they do break out of the box, they can go somewhere. So looking at Group C, I'm saying this much. Brazil or Morocco is the question. And then followed by Scotland and not Haiti. But it's going to be Scotland and Haiti, the match itself, that decides that last spot for my money. So when Scotland and Haiti match up, well, Bonnie Scotland, it better be better than what you did against Peru in 1978. Yeah. Crazy. But yeah, Brazil, Morocco going through there, and then Haiti, Scotland coming through. Just 1 second going into the chats here. Milky Moose Celtic, Vancouver. I nearly said Toronto, then I walked out the distance. I tell you. You see what I'm saying? The travel time, it's a long way, hey? It's a long way. And I've done it, but it's a long way, yeah. Francois says, more Bry Hay. Yes, I wrote this Haiti third. Yes, there you go. Oh, I can see it happening. Like I say, the game that is important in this group is Haiti-Scotland for the last or the third spot, and it's Brazil-Morocco, for my money, to see who finishes top of the dogs. So This group is not straightforward. It's really not a straightforward group. It's a lot of fun. The group coming up next will be interesting, but I got to tell you, Group D. I'm going to bring Group D up next. This one is an interesting one. We just talked about Australia getting a 1-1 tie, yeah? Well, take a look at Group D right now on your screens. Take a look at that. Take a look at that. Have a good butchers at that one. Don't forget, we're going to be talking about the top 10, the top 4 challenges, the dark horses too, betting odds as well, top players, and FIFA's fiasco still to come through. Leonardo Barraviera says Brazil first, Morocco second. I agree with that totally, 100%, Leo. Absolutely, 100%. Should do itself. I say that so. Milky Moo Celtic Vancouver, and he nearly said Celtic. That's funny. That is funny. Milky Moo Celtic 67. Scottish flags flying all the way. I tell you what, Milky Moo Celtic, I will do you proud when Scotland play, because I've got a lovely flag to fly for the Scottish nation. You will absolutely die when you see it. And I flew it at my house a few times for special occasions. So you'll get to see that. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. I'm partial to everybody, you know. I am partial to everybody, but if I've been there and stayed there, then I love it even more, right? It's just like going to a new town. So checking out USA, Paraguay, Australia, and Turkey. I am calling this puppy the group of death. I'm calling this the group of death. What are you calling it? What are you calling it? Steve, got a good feeling... Steve, got a good feeling for Brazil this World Cup. Think they're due a good run. And remember, 94, surprised Pedro didn't make the squad, though. Yes, very surprised, very surprised. But I tell you what, I've been talking to a few Brazilian fans, and Leo's one of them as well. And I've said, like, this team needs to grow through the tournament. If they grow through the tournament, they can go far. I really believe they can. I think the talent is there. They just need to find the love of being Brazilian on the field and bring the magic. Every one of their players, in the Spanish term, needs to be un el mágico. That's what they need to be. They need to bring the magic. They need to be the one to bring the special stuff. Only the one can bring. They need to bring that. They got players in Brazil's team that can do that. They're born with skill. It's not hard for them to exercise the right to kill you with skill. That's what they need to do. But above all, they've got to come together, they've got to grow together, and they've got to love each other. But in that group, categorically, that's the group of death. That is the group of death. I'm going down to the bottom to catch up with you guys because the chat is just going nutso. Give me a second to catch you up here. Steve must have at least 48 flags. Angus, I've got a few, mate. I've got a few. I have. I love flags, but I love flags from where I've been. That's the thing, see. So I get attached to, being on your territory, wherever it be, mate, yeah? But Leo says, really can't put a finger on my group. Wow, that tells you how tough this is. When a Brazilian, Leonardo Barraviera, is telling you, I really can't put my finger on the group. When a Brazilian is telling you that, guys, you got to take it from me that it is the group of death and it's going to be a toughie and someone's going out that should be going through. All 4 of those teams are worthy of going through. I mean, let's face it. USA ranked 17. Paraguay ranked 40 in the world. Yeah? Australia ranked 27. Turkey ranked 22. Check them numbers out. There's 4 good teams that shouldn't be going home. So the group of death for me, USA, you've got a real fight on your hands to get out of here, but you can do it. There's 3 places up for grabs. Paraguay, decent team. Australia, decent team. The weak link in this team is Paraguay. In this group, is Paraguay. So you say automatically put them 4th. Then you've got 3 coming through. Turkey, Australia, USA. Well, who's going to finish first? It's going to be interesting. I say the home team, USA, is finished in 1st or 2nd. And I'm thinking 3rd team may well be your Australia in behind Turkey in 2nd. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be a tough one, but it is the group of death. And coming back on screen, guys, I tell you what, that's not going to be easy for any of them teams. But America, 3 solid performances like you just done did against Deutschland, you're going through. Simple as is. Into the chat quickly before we go to Group E. It's going to be a long show, guys. Hope you're enjoying it. Francois Pitre, US squad are playing well at the moment. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Ahansio says, Turkey 1, Paraguay 2, USA 3. Oops, you just disappeared. Where'd you go? Hello. See, the chat is jumping so on my head. There, got you back. Azanzu says, Turkey 1, Paraguay 2, USA 3, Australia 4. Interesting. Turkey 1, Paraguay 2, USA 3, Australia 4. Hey, you know what? It's the group of death. It's possibly going to happen. It could happen. It really could. There's no doubt about it. It really could. Milky Moose Celtic's laughing. He's laughing because it's not his group, and I can tell you what, it's good if Group D is not your group because that is tighter than something you know what. Yeah. Francois says US squad are playing well at the moment. Yes. Anzu says Paraguay is most physical team in the world. They are. But you know what? Skill defeats the bullies or the bold or the bush anytime. It does. Skill defeats the toughness anytime. It's the quickness of the brain. You see, when you play against a defender, you get used to how he's hitting you. And he keeps hitting you. And eventually you sell him a dummy, which is like you go that way and the ball goes that way and he goes other ways. And he's lost in space. So you defeat them with skill. You do. You don't get wound. You don't get mad. You beat them with skill. Limpets, 2 Atlanta United players scored for Paraguay the other night and have scored for Atlanta United all season. Keep scoring. And it's lovely that they do. The World Cup defenders are different class, and it's going to be hard for them to get a look in. It really is. Anzu says Paraguay beat Argentina, Brazil, and Uruguay in their qualifiers. Don't underestimate them. No, they shouldn't. 40 in the world. I said it's very close, remember? I said everybody was close. Not underestimate anybody. This could turn upside down on its head. It could. That's the beauty of the World Cup. USA, for me, get a little bit of a lead start on everybody else because of home cooking, and they're at home. Paraguay and everybody else got to travel in. They're always traveling around. Doesn't matter where the USA are going to be, they're always going to be at home in that match. So you've got to give them some advantage, and they've also got some form. But I don't look aside that all 3 other teams have got it to do and can do it. And Turkey came into good form at the end of qualifying and pushed the issue and came through. So there's all different reasons why all teams here can finish last or first. Let's see what happens. But you've got to be bold and say what you think. And I respect what you're saying. Hansu from Paraguay, I respect everything you say because you're right. You're right. 100% right. Absolutely right. I agree. Feel the home team will have a little advantage. There you go. Milky Moose Celtic. And the thing is here, Anzu, we all agree and disagree respectively without a punch-up. It's all good. It's all fun. We all love each other. But it's all good. But keep coming. Bring your points. I loved them. I think you're right. Paraguay, tie USA, says Jeffrey Perrin. Lots of draws in G, lots of draws in Group D. Francois Pitre, that could well be. That's how tight that group is. See, that's why I call it the group of death. You really can't say which way that's going to go. The only thing you can think is that the home team, like I've said, is going to have a bit more leverage, a bit more love from the home fans no matter where they go, and they're going to feel good at home cooking, home playing. They've got no reason not to bring 3 decent performances. Everybody else is going to be nervous. In different buildings, travelling around, getting tired of all the bullshit flights and coaches and train here. I know, because I did it. Travelling here on a train, getting on a bus, getting in a little bus going here. You got to get ushered off here. You get worn down before you get to the game as a player. Tell you. So the USA's got a big advantage. And it's going to be an adventurous and a lovely group. Going back into it, trust in Trusty Lynn, you betcha. Back at you. USA will qualify with 3rd position. Anzu says USA will qualify in 3rd position. Lynn says USA is weak on the back line without Richards. That's 100% true. 100% true. They need him. Do they ever need him? Anzu, moving on. Paraguayan defense is rock solid. Their defenders can give their life in defending. They can. These games in Group D, mark my words, are going to be matches where the only goal is the difference. There's not going to be any blowouts in Group D. A lot of the other groups are going to get blowouts. Not Group D. It's not going to happen. It's going to stay fire alive. Anzu, I'm not from Paraguay. I'm just a normal football fan like you. Hey, no worries, man. You've got a brain of football like me, like everybody else here. That's what we are. That's another thing about the people that come onto this channel. People from all over the world watch this right now. We're all the same. That's what I love about this channel. We are all the same. There's no leaders. Everybody's got an expression to make. Everybody's got a thought in their mind that they're going to write down. Everybody's got the right to express themselves. Give me a second. Tea time, babies. And the merch is coming. Oh, do I ever love that. Oh, do I ever love that. So where you from, Anzu? Tell us where you're from. Everyone, and tell us where you're from, people, when you're coming on in. That's the thing as well. Just tell us where you're from. Let the world know where you're from. Country you could do if you don't want to do the city, but do the city as well, whatever. But tell us where you're from, and then everybody knows where you're from. This is a lovely one. I like this one, the handle. The Rice Krispie. The Rice Krispie. I love that, mate. I love that. The Rice Krispie. That is so funny. So cool. Sweden to be a dark horse. Yes, quite possibly. Quite possibly. We're going to get there soon. We're going to get there soon. We're going to get there. Australia versus Paraguay. Peak Harambale Derby. Oh, God, I am praying for my eyes. That's funny. That's funny. Milky Moose Celtic is group where everybody could finish on 4 points. Yeah. Or be separated by goal difference. Yes. Great point. The group of death could be goal differences or separated by only 4 points. It really could. It really could. It's the nastiest group in the World Cup. Let's just put it that way. USA, you got yourselves no favours when you got drawn with these three. No favours whatsoever. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be a riot. It really is going to be a riot. Absolutely. Okay, let's get in on to it. Francois Pitre, Montreal. Love it. And what do you think about the CPL in your neck of the woods? Do you like the CPL, Francois? Canadian Premier League, or do you not rate it? Just a question. The Rice Krispie, I am from Ireland and I am jealous of Scotland. Lovely. Up the Irish. Well done, son. Well done, son. I've got a big shamrock piece of artwork on my wall over there for the O'Boyles. That's us. Aye. Donegal. Beautiful. Beautiful. I am from Ireland. Lovely. Jealous for Scotland. Milky Moose says Sweden have some squad. Has to be most underrated. One of the most underrated. Another one. You're going to see these dark horses pretty soon. Hansu, Paraguay and Australia both will park the bus all the time. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. But like they did against Canada, Australia, they parked the bus, but they slipped around the back and got the 1-0 win. Cheeky buggers. They deserved it. They did. Not so long ago. And Australia can do... On the day, Australia can do you. They can. They can. Angus says, St. Louis, Missouri, yay, being visited by, hello, this chat is just St. Louis, Missouri, been there, I've been there, being visited by the largest coffee pot in the world accompanying the Bosnian football team. Hey, look at that, go Bosnia, love it. Anzu, Turkey has some problem in defence, they do, and that's what stifled them early in the qualifications. Then they sorted it out, got the form together, and they're coming into the World Cup slightly rocky, but better than they were, just to give it a little bit of a refresher. But I always respect Turkey. You know why? Because they'll kick you in the nuts anytime. They won't stop. They won't back down for nobody. That's what I love about the Turks. They will fight you to the absolute ball. Yeah. Lynn Pitts, Atlanta, Georgia. What a lovely place. Oh, what a lovely place. My life. Francois Pitre, if what I'm thinking for Group D, it's going to be draw drama. There you go. Another one saying draw. Milky Moose Celtic says, that's two of us. 2 Rice Krispies. Childara Abu. Francois, I must say I don't follow SRI. Okay, no worries. Anzu says Argentina did suffer versus Australia in the last World Cup. Yes, they did. Also, France in 2018. Australia is an unpredictable team. They are. They can do you when you least expect it. Okay, let's chap on and let's get on with Group E. Okay, moving along, having a great time here, guys. Hope you are too. Remember, like, subscribe, join this channel, join the family, because when we go live on the live stream games, it's going to be nuts. Okay, Group E, you got Germany, Curacao, Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire, and Ecuador. For me, straight away, there's 2 punches to the head for me. One is Ecuador, and the other one is Deutschland. So I'm saying Ecuador and Germany are going through, and then close in behind, I'm saying Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire coming in third. Now, Ecuador, very underrated. Very underrated. They can do damage, have a wonderful team. Germany coming into this competition in form. 1 or 2 things I want you to remember now about Germany is that 1 or 2 things happens when they come into a competition. If they're in good form, it normally goes sideways for them. If they're not in good form and they start to gain form in the tournament, they go far. It's uncanny, but that's how the Germans used to do it. Deutschland used to do it years ago. I will say one other thing as well, not to be unpopular. The third team is Ivory Coast, moving through Ecuador or Germany in first. That's what I'm saying. Coming back on screen, but one thing I will say, and you might think this is going to be very, very unpopular and very nasty. No, it's not. Germany of decades ago ist nicht Deutschland ab heute. It's not the Germany of today. Diese deutsche Mentalität von gestern, the German mentality from yesteryear, is not the same today. They're not the same super German mental machine. They're individuals, more so ever now than they ever were. But when they come together as a team, they can do some damage. That's what I'm saying. So Group E got through. I'm going into chat, catching up with you now. Catching up with you. Okay. Okay, Francois answering. I'm answering Francois Pitre right now. He says he doesn't have a chance to answer. Doesn't have a chance to watch every Premier League game. Okay, I get it. I'm just saying this. I think the crowds are dropping drastic. I don't know what's happening to their crowds, but they just seem to be a little bit low. Hopefully it grows. And they need more teams in regions. It's just too little teams, too far travel. I think 8 in the West, 8 in the East if they could do it. Because let's face it, it's amateur, semi-professional men's football. It's not Premier League. Not by a long shot. So I think they need to just branch it further wide and get more into it. But the crowds, that's a bit sad so far. Just what I'm saying. But I respect you can't see it all the time. No worries. Into the chat, moving along. And remember, bring your thoughts, guys. Bring your thoughts. I'm going to catch up with you guys right now before we go to Group F. Milky Moose Celtic, Ireland in USA 94, Norway, Mexico, Italy, Ireland. Yes. Whoa. Nearly. Whew. Quick reaction. Woohoo. Do you remember that Ray Houghton goal? I do. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So that's a similar Group D, isn't it? Leonardo says, like Italy in 2006 and Argentina in 2022, 100%. Anzu, Germany will top this group. Deutschland. He loves Germany. Ich liebe Deutschland. I love Germany. There you go. Way to go, Anzu. Francois Pitre decided to concentrate on FIFA World Soccer. Yeah. You know. I'm guilty too. I am so guilty too, brother. I haven't watched any CPL at all. And I haven't had any time for them. Not even getting back to the media people that are getting back to me because I've been too focused on this. That's truth. So I think quality where it lies is what I'm saying. The World Cup is way heavyweight, isn't it? And it's Francois from now on. You know I know your name's Peter, but it's Francois from now on to keep it short. You're a buddy of mine, so let's keep it going. Everybody's a buddy. Milky, how you doing? Germany, Ecuador there. Yes, I agree 100%. Wow, I've got some catching up to do. Here. Holy shamote. Andrew, Ivory Coast will qualify third. Ecuador first. Leonardo says Ecuador first. Germany second. Yes. Coming down. Andrew, Ecuador has a good defense, but they suck in attack, apart from Valencia. Oh, I love Valencia. I do. But he can't do it all himself. Not at all. They don't have any attacking option. They are a master of draw. Think they will draw against Germany. There's a possibility, yeah. And they are the master of the draw. You look at their results recently over the last few years. It is true. You know your stuff. You do. Francois. Hard task for Curacao. Really hard task. But it seemed like Ecuador, Manafe, to just score no goal or just one. Interesting. Milky Moo, ha, careful. Yes, Ray Houghton. I still remember that Ray Houghton goal, and all my Italian mates were absolutely shocked as you know what. But Anzu, Ivory Coast doesn't have a good midfield. Midfielders are too old. They will suffer. That's why I pip them third only, mate. Honestly, that is not the team it was. And you're totally right. Francois Pitre, I'm saying it all the time as a Curacao group is strange. All teams are hugely based on counter-attack. They are. But I think that's a sign of times of the modern game, is it not? This generic play out of the back, tic-tac-toe, out of the back, tic-tac-toe through the middle, then push it down the line just as you're going over halfway, then take it down a little bit, cross it in or bring it back and cycle it. What a load of shit we do with the ball. Cycling left and right for no reason. Be direct. Get exciting. Put the ball in the mixer. Get someone on the end of it. Stir up the crowd. Get the cauldron hot. Get yourselves hot. Really go for the emotional part of the game. Build into the game. Enjoy the game. Love the game. Own the game. Win the game. Really go overboard. It's only 45 minutes each half. I mean, come on. It's no time at all. You could run around for 5 hours playing the game. Anyway, just saying. Having a laugh. Ivory Coast, yes, I see. The Rice Krispie says, I love the Canada shirt. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much. I love that too. This shirt actually was given to me by the CSA in 2004, at a World Cup qualifying match in Edmonton, Commonwealth Stadium, when I was about to announce the game for Canada versus Honduras. Where do I get this? How do I keep all this on my mind? Unbelievable. There, that shirt from the CSA. So it's very special to me because it's from the national team. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you, my man. Love it. The Rice Krispie, having it. Caden Walsh, how you doing, Caden? Good to see you. France will get grouped. Hey, I tell you, we're getting there. We're getting there. Steve, I think Germany will go far along with Brazil purely on the left side of the draw, looking an easier route than the right. That's if things fall the way they should. But if one of those two teams doesn't do what they do and they end up on the other side, then it opens up a can of worms on someone else. So until we get there, we've got some fun to get to. Going through the groups, quick time after this. I'm going to go through the groups, quick time after this. Francois says, Germany, Ivory Coast, Ecuador. I tell you what, Francois, you're asking a lot from Ecuador to finish under Ivory Coast at this moment. But you could be right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying. But for me, Ecuador is a bigger number than 3. And if Germany shit the bed, well, let's put it that way. They're not going to go far too. Anzu says, Germany doesn't have a proper goal scorer like Klose. Miroslav Klose, hey, he had it. I really miss Klose. Childhood emotion. Oh, yes, no, I don't. I can imagine. I can imagine. And he was there when it mattered. Too bad he didn't do it for Poland. I'm laughing. Group F, come on, let's have a look at that. Put this on your eyes quickly. I love this one. I love this. By the way, we've got some music in the library downstairs at Ultimate Soccer Show. You want to get in there. There's some amazing jamming music for the national teams, and they've got these World Cup tracks in the background. So check each group out. Check the music. You'll love it. Ultimate Soccer Show, down in the library. Hit video, file down, start looking for the music tracks. It's 48 hours of it. And one of the tracks is 2 hours, 10 minutes of all the tracks together. So you can listen individual group, or you can listen to the whole music. And I guarantee you this, you'll love it when you do. And thank you to UTEM Records again. Steve says, I think Germany will go far along with Brazil purely on the left side of the draw, looking an easier route to the final than the right. It could happen. It could happen. It could happen. Francois, Germany, I see Ecuador. Anzu, Germany doesn't have a proper goal scorer. Absolutely. Francois Petro, I'm going to move you up there, Francois. You're dropping down here. I've got to open up the screen, make it bigger, see everybody. Group E will be the we don't want ball possession. You might be right. You might be right. Now, looking at Group F, this is a luscious group. People are looking at Sweden as being a bit of a dark horse, aren't they? Eh? And they're looking at Holland, the Netherlander. Now, the Netherlanders got a habit of misfiring and firing. And right now, they're not in tip-top form at the moment, but they can turn it on. One team that's definitely turning it on right now is Japan. I got a lot of things about Japan going off in my mind, what they can do in this group. And sadly, Tunisia, not a bad team at all. Let's face it, they're not a bad team at all. You got Tunisia ranked 46 in the world, Sweden ranked 38, Japan ranked 18, Holland ranked 8, all the 8s. So you got to say Holland's going through with Japan, for my money. But Tunisia, Sweden, I'm thinking it's Sweden first, and sadly, Tunisia finishing 4th. But Japan is the secret weapon in this group. You've got to watch out for Japan. You have to have respect for Japan. Going into the chat quickly. Rice Krispie, Mitoma will be a miss for Japan. Big time miss. I was sad as when I heard that news. As soon as he got the injury over there at the EPL, I was like, oh no, that's not right. He would have been massive. But don't forget, they're still operating very well without him. Japan's first, Sweden second. That's my $1 million bet. There you go. Leonardo Baraviera says, Leo says, Japan first, Sweden second. That's my $1 million bet. I'll tell you what, Japan first, Sweden dark horse-ish coming in. It could happen. It could happen. It could happen. It could happen. Let me just get rid of that group. Just a second, guys. I will get rid of it. There we go. Thank you very much. There we go. Group F out. So we'll take a look at that soon, but just in the chat while we're going through. But I tell you what, it's getting there. Just a few more groups to go, and we'll be then getting into the final phase. But I hope you're enjoying this. I am enjoying this with you guys. I'll tell you now. Milky Moo, Days and Maida. Sweden. Francois says, oops, Sweden. Milky Moo, Celtic players everywhere in this group. There are. Celtic's got some talent everywhere. So totally sure. Milky Moo says Benji Nigan for Sweden, 20 goals out of midfield this season. He was top draw. Absolute top draw, wasn't he, eh? Was he ever? Anzu, biggest mistake from Nagelsmann is Goretzka in Big 26. Yes. You guys out there, it's impressive. It's impressive, and it's lovely to see the knowledge in the chat. It's a real knowledgeable chat tonight, I tell you. It always is on this channel, but guys, you're bringing some real gold. Respect. Milky Moo, 20k for Tunisia, and there's a few ex-players for Holland. Yes, absolutely. But again, looking at that group, you can only see those going through. Now, let's quickly, just 1 second, take a look at your Group G as we're working through. There's Group G for you. Take a quick look at that. I'm going to be quickly working through the chat to catch up with you. Japan doesn't have any proper CDM. No, they don't. But you know what they do have? An amazing team. An amazing collective team. They know where to be for each other. They support each other. They hunt like packs of wolves for the ball. They surround you. The work rate never stops. The skill set is at a very exquisite level. This is a real team coming in, and you'll see soon what I say about Japan, very soon what I'm thinking about Japan and where they're going. Milky Moo, Tuniki for Tunisia, and there's a few ex-Holland. Yes, absolutely. Caden Walsh says Kubo is going to have a good World Cup. Quite possibly. Well, no reason why not to, hey? It's a continuation of what's going on, I'd say. Really. I think you're on the money there, Caden. Absolutely on the money. Anzu, Tunisia fully depend on Hannibal, and he can't get it done all the time. Remember what I say all the time, and you've said it before. Come on. In the back of your mind, one man does not make a team. He does do the brilliance once in a time, and he can give you the fairy tale finish on a second, once in a blue moon. But it's not happening every day. Belgium, Egypt. I say Belgium, Egypt is a good call there. Iran's a dangerous number, though. It could be between Iran and Egypt, for my money. It could be between Iran and Egypt. Let's face it, Belgium, 9th in the world. Yeah? Egypt, 29. Iran, 20. New Zealand, 85. So on that ranking, yeah, I'd say you've got to think that second place is definitely in for a battle between Iran and Egypt. But let's not face one thing. Belgium needs to do the right thing and keep the results on the positive instead of turning up and slowly taking off. They need to take off from the start. So if they start slow, well, hey, it's top dogs for anybody. But it should be Belgium, Iran, Egypt for my money. Interesting group, though. Interesting group. Francois, really hard to pick between Tunisia and Sweden for third. I hear what you're saying back there. I hear what you're saying 100%. Japan relies on wingers. They do, but they've got them. And it's strikingly funny how often they get past you. Rice Krispie, I think Iran gets second. See, there you go. Someone else saying Iran, doing big things. Someone saying big things about Iran. Way to go. Absolutely, the Rice Krispie. Anzu, hot take, Iran will qualify for round of 32. I say they do. And while they're living in Mexico, I say they're happy. But I tell you, man, Iran is being underrated. I say there's a chance they do. But it's even in third place, they could get into the second round of the thing in the round of 32. But I say, yeah, absolutely, Anzu, absolutely. Francois, Belgium, Egypt, Iran. Another one saying Egypt comes in second. There you go. Caden, Sano is a good defensive midfielder. Yes, he is. Iran finishing second. Anzu says Iran finishing second. So there you go. More coming in. Milky Moo, Iran 2.0, 20 news. Again, Iran attack is fire, but their defense is quite suspect. Yes, that's the big thing. And that's what we were talking about last night, was Iran needs to keep it tight at the back in order to get those 1-0 wins. Maybe a 2-1 at the outside. But they don't normally blow the net off. And that's a great point, Francois. Francois bringing up the point of bad defense. Rice Krispie, Dave Smith will have a good World Cup. Should do. Anzu, Iran versus USA at round of 32. If Iran finishes second and USA at their second respective groups, yes. If it happens, that will make the news absolutely huge. Leonardo Baraviera says Iran first or second. The rest doesn't matter. Great point. Absolutely great point. Getting off G, let's bring you on quickly to Group H, where possibly you might well see a world champion emerging from. What do you think? Who's going through here? Remember, I'm interested in first and second for sure, and then we'll claim third. But looking at this one, seems pretty straightforward for me. Spain grabbing first, Uruguay grabbing second, Saudi Arabia into third, and a snug finish behind by Cape Verde. I think the big boys of España and Uruguay moving through, and Arabia might claim a third spot if they're lucky. And those third place teams, we'll touch on that pretty quickly. But for me, that's what I'm saying there. Coming back on screen to you guys. Just 1 second. But for me, Spain's going to walk in that group, and they're going to move through that group. And I don't think they'll have any problems at all. No matter what happens, they can have a couple of injuries. It doesn't matter. Spain is on song to get to the Final Four. No doubt about it. Just switching my cameras back on. Spain's on song to get to the Final Four for my money. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Angus McWhirter says Spain, Uruguay, Saudi, and Verde. Absolutely. Anzu, Iran is an unknown team. They shocked people in 2018. They did so. They did so. They did so. Steve says, be interesting to see how Salah performs this World Cup. Doku, massive for Belgium. Yes. Now, with Belgium, like I say, they've got to show up. If they show up and play the game, score the goals like they can, and their superstars operate like they can, fine, they're going there. But if they don't, and they get stifled, and people sit on them, it's not going to be a great day. Not always does Belgium show up. Just saying. Just saying. Iran is unknown. Good point. Good point. Milky Mood, the question in some of these loaded groups is, will the obvious top two take enough points off the bottom teams to block them finishing in one of the best third place spots? You know what? When you open up a group and you're thinking of putting 32 teams together, tactically, I would hope that every fan and every coach and every player opened his mind to think that you're expanding Pandora's box even further and how we can best place ourselves and block other teams tactically or by points throughout the competition. I think that's something you've got to look at. Absolutely. You have to. You have to look at that. Big place. Big place. Great point, man. Great point. Well done, Milky Moo. Celtic 67. Francois says, Spain, Uruguay. Anzu retracted. Anzu says Salah didn't play well versus Brazil. No. And I think when I've watched Salah over the years, and I think he's in the limelight of the career. I think what he could do 5 years ago, he can't do now. He's still got a great level, but I don't think he's the same player he was 5 years ago. Excuse me, tea time, baby. Oh, God, is that good tea? Wow. Angus McWhirter, there is rumours that Salah goes to the MLS. He probably could, but I mean, where would he go? Where would he go? He's not going to go to Miami. I can't see him going to Miami. I really can't see that. Go to Toronto. Go to Toronto. Go to Toronto. Give Canada a big player. That's what they need. Caden Walsh says, Leon Murphy is a baller. He will have a great World Cup. Hey, for who? And what's he going to do? Give us some more. The Rice Krispie. Marmouche. Oh, Marmouche, yeah. Oh, shit, yeah. Be key for Egypt. Walshy. Anzu, didn't see anything from Egypt's attack apart from Marmouche versus Brazil. I have doubt in Egypt. Salah isn't good touch at all. One more time. I didn't see anything from Egypt's attack apart from Marmouche versus Brazil. I have doubt in Egypt. Salah isn't good in touch at all. He's not in his best moment. Yes, I can understand that. Yes, definitely. And that's what I was trying to say. 5 years ago, different thing. Right now, different story. Different story. Moving it along, because I want to get you somewhere quickly. There's a place I need you to go. Coming in now, we're looking at the next clubs. The next teams in this is La France, Senegal, Iraq, and Norway. Take a look at that and tell me what you think. Have a click. Have a think of that one. Have a think. Rice Krispie, Marmouche will be key for Egypt. Anzu, I didn't see anything from Egypt's attack apart from that. Yes. Nothing like a good cup of Scaldy. Aye, that's right, Mr. Milky Moo Celtic, a Scaldy cup of tea. I've heard of some people say Salah to the MC feeding team, New York City Football Club. Hey, you never know, you never know, you never know. It could be, it could well be. But looking at that group there, Group I, La France, Senegal, Iraq, Norway. Interesting. Not easy at all. Not easy at all. You got third in the world, France, 15 in the world, Senegal, 56 in the world, Iraq, and 31 in the world. Very much in form, Norway. I mean, very much in form, Norway. I'm thinking, looking at that, France is definitely the team that you think is going to take it, and Senegal's right in there as well, can take it. But Norway could come up and pull a shocker and pull either second spot or first spot with the right performances. Haaland is on fire per se, but the rest of the team has to operate. But Norway, really, bit of a dark horse in that group to go through. They will go through in third, I'm pretty sure of that. But they can upstage the big guys. Coming back on screen, tell me what you think about that group. But France, Senegal, Iraq, and Norway. That could be very interesting. Just saying. Back on screen with you right now, guys. That could be really, really interesting. Give me a second. Got to cough once in a while. From Norway to Senegal. France, Norway, Senegal. Yes, see, there you go. Francois saying it as well. Francois saying France, Norway, Senegal. That's the way it could finish, yeah? Anzu, Salah will join his childhood club, Al Ali. Great possibility. Great possibility. Why not? Why not? Sign the dot, announce it, then we'll know for sure. But the speculation of where he's going right now, it's lovely because it tells you one thing. People still want his services. He's still rated by the world of football. So that's a great thing. But to go back to your childhood club, beautiful story. I think that's a great place to finish it. Definitely. Steve says, Spain, my main bet for World Cup. So just hoping they turn up. LOL. Yeah. Just think their attacking mentality gives them the edge over France, who look possibly the strongest on paper. I couldn't put it any better. I couldn't put that any better. I don't think anybody can, Steve. You just really, you dotted and crossed the I's and the T's there, my friend. You really got that on the money. I do say France is capable of challenging Spain, but they've got to come with more physical and ownership of the game, and don't cough up possession. Coughing up possession to Spain, well, there's terminologies, but it's not a good thing to do. It really does stunt your growth, putting it that way. I'm going France-Senegal. Milky Moo says I'm going France and Senegal. Could be. Could it be Senegal and France, though? I mean, it's an ask. Senegal's 15 in the world, doing pretty good, yeah? It could be a chance. Just ask him. Angus McWhirter, France, Senegal, Norway. To me, did see Norway in their Viking photo shoot. Nice. The Rice Krispie, can we get a shout out for Leon Murphy? There you go. Leon Murphy, you get a shout out. There you go, son. Hansu, take my Iran comment. There we go. Hansu, take my Iran comment. Yes. Hansu, where are you? Salah will join. No, got that one. Okay, here we go. Iran is a striker-dependent team like Argentina. They have good strikers. That is why I put Iran second. Iran's club structure is so strong in Asia, just like Japan. I'll go with that. Absolutely. I got you. I got your message. Milky Moo Celtic 67. Hello, Leon the Murph. There you go. Hey, Leon. I tell you, we're having too much fun here. And that's what it's for. Group J coming up. Argentina, world champions against Algeria, Austria, and Jordan. That's first in the world. Then you got 28 in the world, which is Algeria. You got 23 in the world, Austria. And then you got 63 in the world, Jordan. So you got two teams close to each other. Jordan miles away and Argentina running away with it. This should be a formality for Argentina to go through, but who comes second? I say there's a good chance, just a good chance, that Austria might just pip Algeria to second, but they may well just finish very close together. But Argentina are winning it. I'd say the 3 A's are going through, and that's not reading, writing, and arithmetic. It's the 3 A's. Argentina, Austria, Algeria will be going through to the next round. And poor Jordan, welcome to the World Cup, and welcome back to the airport. I hope you had a good time. That's what I'm saying down there. Moving quickly into Group J. Into Group K after that. And you say... Angus says group of 3 A's and J1. Argentina, Austria, Algeria, and Jordan. There you go. Angus is on the money with that one, saying group of 3 A's. Yes, reading, writing, and arithmetic. Yes. I tell you, life is good. Now, looking at Cristiano Ronaldo's group, because we just looked at Lionel Messi's group, let's take a look at Ronaldo's group, which is Group K. Group K, Portugal, Congo, Uzbekistan, and Colombia. Yes. I'd say Portugal is your big team in there. Number 5 in the world. Congo, 45 in the world. Uzbekistan, 50 in the world. And Colombia, 13 in the world. For my money, I'm looking at Portugal and Colombia to go through as first and second. The order's still to be determined. It could be either or. And then in third, it's a real punch-up between Congo and Uzbekistan. So Uzbekistan, who Canada recently played in Commonwealth Stadium, where I was at the game. And if you want to see that video, go down in the library here at Ultimate Soccer Show and just watch my recent road trip, soccer road trip, 1100k road trip. But it's going to be a punch-up for my money for Congo and Uzbekistan. Tell me who's going through in second and third, and we'll move on to the next group. Incoming already, we've got Francois Pisse says Argentina, Algeria, Austria. So you see that second spot can spin to third for either or Algeria or Austria in Group J. But in here in Group K, Milky Moo Celtic says Uzbekistan and Congo for me. Yes, it could be, hey, Uzbekistan and Congo. That would be an upset. That would be a real upset there. But hey, Francois says Portugal, Colombia, and the Republic of Congo. Milky Moo says, is the Republic of Congo a witch doctor? I don't know. I don't think so. I hope they don't need one with them. But you guys are crazy. Angus McWhirter says Portugal, Colombia, Congo, and Uzbekistan. It could happen that way. It so could happen that way. And Francois says, yes, the Republic of Congo is a defensive witch doctor. You guys, I'm coming back on screen for that. That's just the best. Best ever. Do you ever know any other football show that has so much laughing and fun time going on a serious level? Because this is so good. It is so good. I have too much fun here. Absolutely telling you. We've been going an hour already. This is brilliant. We've got a ways to go. Not that much, but we're going to go into another group here. But I tell you what, looking at it, Milky Moo Celtic laughing his ass off. Colombia could top it. They could. But they're going to have to really prove it. They've got the ability, and I dream of Colombia doing big things. I do. But they've got to open up. They've got to really be big, grandiose for the day. And they have to play like El Mexicos. Big time. But Angus says, Portugal, Colombia, Congo, Uzbekistan. Yes. And Angus says, Colombia is ranked high in the world. Yes, they are. 13. Milky Moo Celtic is praying. I tell you. Let's have a look. We got you there. Just 1 second. Bear with me. You're through. Well, guys, there's only one thing to say. You've got to move that one out of there. Just give me a second. We're going into the last group, and then after the last group, we're going to start looking at the teams that have gone through, the challenges, the top 4, the dark horses, which will be a lot quicker than the groups. The groups was a long stage, but the fruits of the groups is going to be in your next image after this one, so you can see exactly what you've been doing so far. So let's take a look at Group L right now. Group L. Who's going through from Group L? What do you think, guys? Take a look at that. There's a team there that's been to so many World Cups and really hasn't done much in 60 years. Now, on a point there, just one moment. 60 years is a long time. England haven't won anything in 60 years. The first World Cup was 1930. England won their World Cup in 1966. So 36 years before the World Cup, England had won nothing. They won the World Cup in 66. Since that World Cup, there have been 60 years where England has won nothing. I emphasize the word nothing. Is this to be the year that they do something? I'm not so sure. I'm going to leave you with that one just to give you a little bit of a deeper thought. But the point is, anybody in England that is 70 years of age, literally, because let's face it, it's been 60 years. You really wouldn't want to understand the game of football until you're about 10. So tack on 10 years to the age of 60 years of age, okay? If you're 70 years of age, you might remember England winning that World Cup, because anybody in England right now is not old enough to remember winning the World Cup if they're under 70. That's a long time for a national team to win nothing. Just proving that point, guys. Into the group, though, is an interesting group. England taking on Croatia, Ghana, and Panama. Panama being very much underrated. Very much underrated. The rankings: England ranked 4th in the world, Croatia ranked 11, Ghana ranked 73, and Panama ranked 34. Therefore, you've got to say it's England, Croatia, Panama, Ghana to finish 4th. But I'm thinking England should finish 1st, Croatia should finish 2nd, and Panama should finish 3rd. That looks very straightforward to me as a group, but as you know, nothing is straightforward at a World Cup, and that's what I'm saying. Interested to hear what you're going to say, because after that, we're moving to the next phase of the show, which is a bit quicker, a lot quicker, but just as much fun. And I've got to tell you, you guys were amazing in the chat. Brilliant. Flavio Alonso says, go Brazil, go Brazil. Francois Pitre, England, Croatia, Ghana. So England, Croatia, Ghana, and no Panama. So he's saying Panama from CONCACAF is not going to make it through to the next round. Angus McWhirter says England, Croatia, Panama, Ghana. So a complete reversal of the bottom two there from two guys. That's beautiful, because it tells you everybody's thinking different things. The Rice Krispie, I'm Irish, so I will be watching England. There you go. There you go. There you go. It's a great little user handle. It makes me smile. The Rice Krispie. It's funny. It's cool. I like it. Flavio Alonso, go Brazil. Hello, Flavio Alonso, by the way. Hello, hello. From Brazil. A big Brazil fan. Francois says, don't know why Ghana could topple Panama. I think they can. I think they can. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think they can. I think there's a lot of groups here where things won't finish as we're dictating. They will. The last two teams, they're so close that they might not really impact. And on that, when we get to the next image, you're going to hear why I've levied so much on the top two and not so much on the 3rd place and nothing on the 4th place, because obviously when you finish 4th, you're gone. You're on the plane home early. But next images will tell you a lot, and they are going to be talking about the top 10 challenges, the teams of the groups advancing, the 4 top teams, the dark horses, and the betting odds. So still lots to come. But lots you can throw in any time now, since we're out of the groups. You can throw any time now, any comment you like. We'll address any comment right now, moving through to the end of the show, which we've still got a good 45 minutes to go at least. But you can put anything in through the show right now till the end on any comment moving through on the World Cup, on any group or any game as we move through, because now we can adapt on the fly a lot easier. We had to keep it together through the groups going through just to keep it more chronological, yeah? But like I say, we still got teams advancing, the groups that are going to advance, top 10 challenges, the top 4 favourites, dark horses, and betting odds. So moving on into the chat right now for you guys. Panama will win the World Cup. Caden Walsh says Panama will win the World Cup. Buddy, if Panama wins the World Cup, you need to put your house on it. If you're that sure, money needs to go on that, because that must be outrageous odds. It must be like 500 to 1 or maybe even 10,000 to 1. I don't know. You should check that one out. I haven't checked out Panama's betting odds, but that's a beauty. If that came off, man, you could finish working for the rest of your days. You really could. Milky Moo, myself at the Ricer, make a good cereal. Yes, there you go. Leonardo, I'm back. There you go. Just like Jose Mourinho when he was doing the commercials with Satanta Sports. He's back. He's back. There you go. Francois, LOL, yes, Panama will win the World Cup. I'll go take a second mortgage and bet on this. There you go, buddy. There you go. Jeffrey Perrin still working. Hey, hey, hey. Working fun, man. Hey, one guy once said to me, doesn't matter what you're doing working, you can still have fun. Look at me. I'm working. I'm having fun. And you can. Milky Moo, well done, Stevie. Hey, hey, hey. I love that. And do you think Czechia will have a good World Cup? No reason why not to. A good World Cup for them right now would be, if they could get in the round of 16, that culminizes a good World Cup. I think that would be an amazing World Cup for Czech Republic, whichever you call it. But quarterfinals might be just a bit too far. But around a 16, hey, you can push your chest out with that. So, yes, I think it is possible, the Rice Krispie. Absolutely. Steve says, England top in that group. I hope, LOL. Southgate took them to 2 finals, Stevie, which was amazing considering their finishing touch position since 66. Like you, I worry for them a bit this time, though. I do, mate. But you know what? It's like I have more of a humorous angle with England. I don't take it serious that they're going to win anything. Would it be nice? Oh, yes, it would be nice. Is it going to happen? No, probably not. So, like the rest of the English media that go freaking crazy, yeah, and they drive all the fans berserk because they're like, we're going to win it. It's our time. It's our time. It's coming home. It's coming home. You know, and I have this little piss take song. I don't know if you've heard it, but England's song is like, it's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming, football's coming home. Well, I sing a similar couple of songs, but one of them indeed, and like let's face it, I'm a sarcastic bastard, you know I am, and I have fun with it, and that's the point about it. But if I can't take you serious, not you, but England, if I can't take England serious at winning the World Cup, I'm not going to get in there like a nut job. If I see them win a World Cup, I'll get in there like a nut job. Absolutely. But to keep myself sane, what I do is I keep it real for me. So I say, categorically, no, they're not going to do anything. And it's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming, nothing's coming home. We don't believe the media hype. It's coming. You know what I'm saying? So I made a funny song just to keep me real and keep me sane. Because if England do win the bloody thing, yes, I'll jump through the ceiling. Absolutely. I'll run around naked around the house and get caught by the cops. Who cares? Drunk. But it's got to happen first. If it happens, we got to film it. We got to film it. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And like I say, I've been through 13, 14, 15. I've been through 16 World Cups, okay? This is 16. That ball there, that's from the Argentina World Cup, 1978, okay? It's a tango. It's called the tango. Rosario. Tango Rosario. This little ball here, that's the one from this year. That's the Trionda. Brand new World Cup ball. Love it. I love picking it up, just touching it. I feel like I've got the World Cup in my hands. Well, it's really there. But I feel like I'm in the World Cup, yeah? So just like a kid, like I am, like you are, like we are, we're little boys, little girls watching football, soccer, and we love it. But it's been my life. It has. But I love the World Cup. And England, hey, come on, do it for us. Give me a heart attack and win the World Cup. Back into the chat. We're going to a big place next. Next up, coming up, is the image that's going to tell you what you just voted for. Oh, yes. What I see, you see. So I'm going to click it in a second here. But going through the chat really quickly. By the way, you guys are rocking it. All of you. You're rocking it. It's an amazing day. I'm loving this. I hope you are too. Remember, please like and subscribe. Hit all notifications. Subscribe to the channel. Because once you're in here, you're not leaving. You're coming to the World Cup with me. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Steve says, England topping that would be great. I agree, my friend. Francois, Haiti versus Panama. The final Panama wins. Yeah, there you go. Haiti, Panama. Wouldn't that be great? The 48 World Cup sees all the giants disappear. David's slapping Goliaths every round. Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be funny? All the little teams slapping all the big teams out of the competition. Wouldn't that be funny? You would see and you would watch Infantino melt into a pool of salt. He'd be gone. He'd be dead. He'd be out of there. His world would be blown. Well, not like he wants it anyway. Tell you. Rice Krispie, who do you think is going to win the Golden Boot? Tea time, baby. I think there's a good chance proven scorers from previous rounds can do it. Look, don't think you're looking at people like Neymar for sure, but it's possible that he can get a couple. Harry Kane, England, definitely going to be ranking in there somewhere, yeah? You got to think there's a few sharp shooters. Lamal's another one. He can be ranking in there, no doubt about it. You could go on and on with these big players, and I think that's what we're going to term down to at the end of the day. It's going to matter on one reason. Which team finds form and which team literally keeps form moving through. If you're having form, Right from the start, the goals are going to come with the big teams. So I think that's really what we need to watch. Who's the big team coming into form? But the big strikers are the big strikers. They need service. If they don't get service, it's hard to get on the score sheet. But I'll do say this. I watched the game yesterday, England-New Zealand, and Harry Kane literally headed under the ball, nearly breaking his neck, to get purchase on the ball to get it in the goal. It goes just in the bottom corner. Fantastic header, but the big scorers will always find the back of the net, is what I'm saying there. Could be one of a few. Could be one of a few. England are the Toronto Maple Leafs of football. There you go. That is priceless. That is priceless. England are the Toronto Maple Leafs of football. Yes, they bloody are, mate. Oh, yes. Yes, I love that. The Toronto Maple Leafs of football. That is funny. No disrespect, Toronto Maple Leafs. At least it's not, I believe that he will win. Oh, it's silly. Milky Moo, good Christ, Dembele. Dembele's another top pick, yes. Caden says, you should be a singer. There you go, buddy. There you go. I have sung on tables at nightclubs before, and there's been women dancing on the table. I'm not shitting you. They have been dancing their asses off. Yeah. There's been some fun nights, let me tell you. Oh, yes. I do like to sing, though. I do. Milky Moo or Days and Maida. Caden says, can't wait to watch Ireland in the World Cup. I tell you. Isn't it, eh? Isn't it, eh? Would have been nice. Would have been nice. Jeffrey Perry. Hey, Northern Ireland was what I was looking out for, actually. I was hoping Northern Ireland was going to get there sometimes through the playoffs, but it just didn't happen. Wales was another one through the playoffs as well. Didn't happen. But I'm grateful that Scotland get in there and England, just for the British Isles countries, because where you've got 48 teams in the world going to a World Cup, you would think the abilities of some of those British teams, they might have all got there, and that would be something outstanding, no? Jeffrey Perrin, absolutely 100%, and Milky Moose Celtic. Right, now I'm going to show you something, guys. I've been waiting to show you this all day long. The first one. All the way through the groups and all the way through the chat, we're going to keep going through. But right now, I'm going to show you the image, what we've all compiled together, minus something. Now, as this picture image is going to show you right now, you're going to see advancing teams +8 right now. The +8 are in the scrapper, in the garbage heap. They've been taken out of the equation. I've taken them away from the equation for you to simplify the issue. We're attacking this in a different way. Okay, the 8 teams that would have been on that list, the third-placed teams, the best 8 third-placed teams from the groups, they're not with us. They've been taken out, okay? You've now got the best 24 teams from all the groups in front of your face right now, top to bottom, from Mexico all the way to Croatia, Japan across to Belgium. Those are the top teams in this competition, the top 24 teams. From there, we're going to bounce down and remove even further teams by making another cut. Before we make that cut, just going back into the chat really quickly. Francois says Scotland versus Haiti will be a barn burner. Absolutely, I'm waiting for that one with bated breath, mate. Scotland and Haiti, I cannot wait for that. I'm so looking forward to that match, I tell you. Very excited to wait for that one. And Jeffrey Perrin, why isn't there a Great Britain soccer team? Yeah, great point, great point. If there was, I think they maybe win 1 more or 2 more World Cups over time because they've had the talent through players over the years. But there's your 24 teams that have made it through from the groups. We picked those teams. There's the first and second teams, okay? Now we're going to go one place further. Okay, we're going to take those 24 teams and we're going to break it down to the top 10. So that you and I, if we're thinking of fluttering and making something on this, well, the simpler we make the process, and this is how I do my betting. I bet exactly like this all the time. I make the equation simple. I don't look at the odds. I look at the commodity. The commodity here are the teams, not the players, the teams. Every team has a different stock rating in my brain. Soccer Shaman sees the teams, doesn't see the players. He sees the massive picture, not the little picture. Now I'm going to show you the top 10 teams here pretty quickly. Into the chat quickly, just to see we don't forget something. Caden, what about Panama? In what respect, my friend? Panama, I tell you what, if you're looking straight on, Panama have been literally in third spot for me or second spot in the group, moving through to the round of 32. Under the coach, they can do some damage. Well grilled, well drilled, very smooth on the ball, have the ability counter-attacking. They're not a full-flowing, full-attacking team. They won't come at you non-stop. They like to build deliberately. They're good on the ball, big in size, and they've got a good unit together. So I say, yes, they get out of the group, and they're possibly moving into the round of 32. If they get into the round of 16, I think that's where it says adieu. That will be the end of it. So they can have a big competition, no doubt about it. That's what I say about Panama. The Rice Krispie, can't wait for South Africa and Mexico. Yeah, the first game of the World Cup is going to be nuts. It's going to be nuts. I think the sun is shining like crazy behind me in the windows. But now I'm going to show you the top 10 teams to keep the equation moving. Have a look at that. There's your top 10 challenges for my money. Those for me, throughout the group, throughout the breakdown and moving down through the round of 16, etc., into the quarterfinal zone, this is the grouping of teams I'm expecting to hit the quarterfinals. There's 10 teams there, so 2 of those teams may not be there at all, okay? But these are the top 10 teams for me in the competition, moving through as far as challenging. Argentina, top dogs, Spain, France, England, all the way down to Germany in 10th placed ranking is what I'm seeing, okay? So that's what I'm saying there. I'm going to take you one place further here, guys. Stay with me on this. From there, I'm saying there's your top 4 contenders. There's the top 4 contenders. For my money, at this World Cup in 2026 in the US, Canada, and Mexico, it's Argentina, Spain, France, and England as the top 4 dogs. I'm going into the chat, just let you have that drift over you for a second, guys. Rice Krispie, question, the answer, do you play for Canada because you are wearing the jersey? No, I don't play for Canada, but I live in Canada, and I have literally announced more games than I can remember for the national team at the national level. And this shirt, coming back on screen, this shirt was given to me by John Brown, who was a Scotsman at the time. He still is. And he was a Scotsman running the Canadian Soccer Association back in the early days in 2004. I was doing the media work, not for Soccer Canada, for Ultimate Soccer Show back in the day still, when I was working at TSN and Team 1260 in Edmonton and doing TV down in Toronto and all sorts of stuff. But this shirt was given to me by John because he enjoyed me as a person. Bit of a character, he says. He goes, "You're very funny, son." And he was older than me. And he just really enjoyed the way I announced in the stadium. Can you imagine me announcing at a stadium? It wouldn't be quiet. I got a good set of lungs. And that's where the shirt came from. So that's why I've got the shirt, my affiliation, my love for Canada. I've lived here 33 years now and love living out here. And I've lived football, working in the football industry out here for FIFA and all other people all those years. Amazing, eh? You'd think you'd have to live in Europe. You don't. You don't. I forged that niche in this market in North America for myself. And that is a true statement. Back into the chat. Kent, Alberta Rex, liking the setup you have there for your backdrop, Steve. I tell you what, look at them flags. I look like it's some kind of dictatorship. I'm like a football dictator. The soccer shaman is a dictator set. No, we have Canada, Mexico, USA in the middle. And the reason why the flags are assembled that way is geographically, that's how they are. Canada's up in the north, Mexico is in the south, and America is in the middle. Right there. That's why I put them there. But I do like them. There's more things coming, but I'm not going to clutter the set. There's more things coming, but what's going to be added next is going to be World Cup stuff only, and it's going to be ever changing. So this is what you're looking at, but there's still things going to change. So this is the last time stuff in the background, some of it will be there, it's going to disappear. And then it changes a little bit, not too much. You'll see the difference when you get back in. Let's think now. Today is Sunday. The World Cup is only 4 days away. So you'll see it for Mexico and South Africa, the first opening game. You'll see it for that. Remember, like, subscribe, guys. Get in here, join the channel, and get ready for the World Cup. We're going to have an absolute blast, Back into the chats. Francois says, "Oh no, France will take it again." There you go. Possibly will. World Cup trophy in the background, and love you. Thank you, mate. Love you too, Caden. Love you too, bruv. Francois Pitre, since we all know England will find a way to mess it up, we have two legit favourites. Yeah, there you go. That's so funny. They'll mess it up. I just think England's going to run out of steam. I saw something in that game the other day against New Zealand that worried me, that like Jordan Henderson was running around in that warmth, and that's not heat. People, that is not heat. It wasn't hot. But a few of the England players, especially Jordan Henderson, melted in that sun. If they're going to melt in that sun, wait till you get to altitude. You won't have a chance. Not a chance. You'll get walked on. So I'm worried about the fitness for England as part of it, because they're not talking about it too much, but I saw people sucking air yesterday. It was different class. Francois says, "Get out of here, Mr. Spy." Thank you very much. Big spider. Where did that come from? Just dropped down. Woo! I'm not going to run. Milky Moo. Well, the computer simulation that correctly picked the last three winners has picked a slightly obscure Netherlands this time. Holland. I don't know about Holland, if they're going to make it. They're in and out. Milky Moo says set is aces. Cheers, bro. Cheers. Angus McWhirter. This past week has been slow as molasses. I am impatient for the World Cup to start. There you go. That's brilliant. Next image I'm going to bring up to you. We've seen who's doing what. We've seen the top four. Now meet what I have as a group of dark horses. You've talked about the dark horses. I'm going to show you a few dark horses here too. At the very, 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 very top is Morocco. To me, they are a dead cert dark horse for glory. If they can bring bigger than what they brought in 2022 and go one round further and do the number, and you just never know. They could be walking away with glory. So Morocco is one for sure. Take a look at the other names while we're there. Francois says, when you get worried by an England versus New Zealand game after the trashing Haiti gave to New Zealand, England is in trouble. That's a funny but great point. When you get worried by England versus New Zealand game after the trashing Haiti gave New Zealand, yeah, England is in trouble. And you know what? England's getting some press in the UK, but finishing the dark horses here. Ecuador, dark horse for the World Cup. Colombia, dark horse for the World Cup. Japan, Senegal, Uruguay, Morocco. There's some big football teams in there. And they're dark horses. They're big football teams as dark horses. Finishing on this one with the England thing. England in the press in the UK are getting abuse. During yesterday's watch-along, there was a few people that would have heard me say about England playing New Zealand, that in the heat, New Zealand looking pretty good right now, and they're passing the ball around, going around the back, in possession quite well, the heading's going well, the defending's well, the tackling's strong. But right now I'm looking at an England team, especially Jordan Henderson over there. This guy is hardly running. He's walking. He's feeling their heat. He's literally feeling their heat after 20 minutes. It's not even hot. I think England's got a problem with the physical. Secondly, the most important point that I made, England look like they are absolutely playing a training game at a training ground. This does not look like a literally unified football event on this team's ability. They're not connecting with each other like they can. There's no running. There's too much walking. There's no unity in the team. There doesn't even seem to be the most important thing for most teams, camaraderie and a happiness within. There seems no harmony. All individuals being found out that they're not putting in the energy. Thomas Tuchel's got a problem with this squad. He's going to have to get these superstars working. He's going to have to get them working. So I've seen things in England that does not sit well. Does not sit well. Just saying, just saying. So in the press, England getting abuse for not bringing a big game. And I think rightfully so, because they should do. If you're not going to put it out there, then what are you doing? Next picture we're going to show up is the betting odds going back into the chat. Angus says, interesting that the Netherlands is not a dark horse as they have a history of being in that spot. They've been in 3 finals, all total. I have watched Holland literally lose 3 finals. I've always enjoyed what the Dutch fans bring, especially the bus roaming through America right now. And I've always enjoyed Holland as a team. They play attractive, fun football. But they normally just implode every bloody time. You can see it happening. Do I wish them success? Yes, I do. I'd love to see them do it. But the nearly there men. You've heard that statement on this channel before. The nearly there men is what I'm calling them. And I don't think they're going to prove me wrong, but it would be nice. It would be nice. It really would be nice. Just for a second here, going into the chat. Rice Crispy says, Mr. Norton is good at pens. Japan, and Francois says, Japan are my favourite dark horse. They are legit gangsters. Yes, legit gangsters. Absolutely. Legit gangsters. I love that one. They are totally legit gangsters. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. By the way, we've gone an hour and a half on this, guys. I hope you're having fun. Well done for being with us. Well done for sticking. Well done for being in here, being the superstars. Everybody in the chat is a superstar. I'm lucky to be here with you. I'm just hosting this. Having a freaking good time. Milky Moose Celtic, Japan and Morocco to top that group. Could well be. Could well be. Caden Walsh, Big Davy Gravy is a future Ballon d'Or winner. I love this guy. I love this guy. Angus McWhorter, interesting that the Netherlands is not a dark horse. I know. Moving forward, Scotland played well against Bolivia yesterday. They did, scoring for fun. And you know them lads are flying, yeah. But Scotland could not stop running in the sun. Very interesting. Very interesting. 4-0 on the day for sure. But they couldn't stop running. They're coming into the World Cup literally in form, but in fun mood. If you come together with your boys, going to the competition, you're in fun mood, you're going to go far. Look at Argentina, how they did throughout the last World Cup. Literally isolated themselves perfectly as a wonderful family, steaks and all. Yeah. Oh, you can't eat steak and play football. Yes, you can. You can win a World Cup. Argentina just proved it. But the way Argentina's unity was last time around was what got them that World Cup. Just saying. Just saying. But Scotland, they've got a unity coming in. They're buoyant. They're buoyant. Bonnie Scotland is buoyant, is what I'm saying. Francois says, the game Haiti versus Peru was quite interesting. Haiti dominating until Coach Minier took out Isidore and Bellegarde. Then Peru scored their goals in the last 10 minutes. Yes. Kent says, I enjoyed Belgium 2014. I'm looking for a second team to follow. Who will be the new Belgium? ? Netherlands? ? Yeah, who will be the new Belgium? Who will be the Netherlands? These two, overall in the competition, Belgium and Holland, I rate them very similar. I'm thinking for them to have quasi a successful tournament, they got to appear in the quarterfinals. They have to. Anything less looks like a failure. That's what I'm saying. Tea time, baby. Francois Pitre, Mealy, Scotland looked great, but Bolivia were pure hot garbage. Well, just tell it straight how it is. How it is how you say it. Milky Moo, yeah, Bolivia were shocking in fairness. I don't know, they forgot their marching powder. Marching powder, that's interesting. That's an interesting thing. Francois laughing. Absolutely. Right, the next picture and the final picture that I'm going to show you. And let's also remember early on in we showed you about Christian Eriksen going down, collapsing on the field. Let's hope he is in the best of health and we wish him well. Absolutely wish him well. The final picture coming up right now. Take a look at this. Those are the betting odds. Not the same as people's odds of who's going to win stuff per se. Similar. But those are the betting odds. When I looked across betting odds and merged all the betting odds together, it seems Spain is just top chance in the world. Seems France is the second face, England third, but surprisingly, Portugal and Brazil jump over Argentina in the betting world. Germany coming up from 10th. Yeah, into 7th. Then you got Holland, Belgium tight together. Like I said, they're pretty much a much of a muchness. And interestingly, on the betting side of things, you got 2 dark horses coming through quite often. Norway and Colombia. So that's what the betting's saying. It's quite interesting to see how that's panning out and what it actually does do. But that's what it says. Spain is numero uno. France is number 2. England number 3. Let's see how it all fades down. I'm going back into the chat. We've actually gone through start to finish, guys. I hope you've enjoyed everything today. I've had a blast with everybody in here. It just remains to me to say one thing. Mexico over the other side, taking on South Africa, is the first game coming. I'm going to be doing the watch-along. If you go down to the library, there's many a watch-along in the library of games coming through. The first round of group games, we have 8 matches listed for watch-alongs. I would love to entertain you again and have you back here. So remember, go down to the library, check out. Above all, subscribe, hit all notifications, and hit the like button as well. Get back here every time. Seriously, we're not shutting it down right now, but I'm just leading you in that you should come back for the World Cup and have more fun. I'm going to go back into the chat as we're moving through. Milky Moo, oh man, say Colombia again. Colombia! Kent, Alberta X, who should I put a 5 on, Steve? Now, that's a great one. If anybody doesn't know who Kent is, Kent always comes on and puts bets on for teams that we want to lose, that we really want to win. So if Kent were to put £5 or $5, I should say, $5, you want to put $5? I'd say put $5 on Spain and a side bet as a backup on France. But France and Spain, that's where the money is for me. But Spain has the cleverness and the skill and the forward line, the trickery, and is hot right now as a cake. Spain can take out France, no doubt about it. But I'll tell you this, there's not many teams that can take out France at this World Cup, period. Period. To take out France at a World Cup, they need a nosebleed misery of a balls up of a game, like they've had at a few World Cups when they start and they just slip, slide and shit the bed and go out of the tournament. That's not going to happen here. This France team is pretty much close to perfection right across the board. They got the mental strength. They've got the physical strength. They've got the skill, the nous, the know-how. They've got the playmakers. They've got the wing play. They've got strikers. They've got great goalkeeping. Not to mention solid midfield and defence. Try break that down. I say there's only one team in my money that can do it, and that's España, Spain. It all remains to be seen. Every team has a chance in that top 10 of group to win the final. Will they get there? Last World Cup, like many World Cups, you see teams going on major runs that you didn't expect. Morocco is one for sure. I see a repeat performance from Morocco coming in. I can't see it going any other way. They've worked their asses off over the last 2 years to force into the top 10, where now they're 8. Above big European teams, which they probably shouldn't be years ago, and that shows you how they've grown too. So add up the dark horses, add up the top 2, add up a lot of goals being scored. I think we're in for a cracker of a World Cup on the park. On the park. But off the park, it can only get better, can it not? From the overpricing of the tickets, from hotels to train rides, the absolute gouging on families and fans of the game, which is family. Every fan of the game is family. And once you start gouging family, they will stop coming. My worry and my sadness inside is that there's going to be a lot of empty seats at those stadiums. And that makes me quite sad. Because the World Cup deserves better treatment than corporate greed. And I think we've seen too much corporate greed recently at this World Cup, even before it has begun. And no matter what form of damcon Infantino might try to employ, he will not fix the nosebleeds and the headaches that he has absolutely, with his organisation, organised and committed the gouging and the thieving, is what I'm calling it, on the everyday fan. He's pricing the fans away from the matches. The fans will stay away. I'm not saying boycott anything about the World Cup, but the pricing is ridiculous. It need not have had to been like this, and I think we all need to persecute 100% the FIFA president, Infantino, for allowing it to happen the way it has happened and showing the absolute arrogance as if it's nothing at all, that the demand and the supply of the demand is what really means what the end and the means to the end are all about, is just money. It's not about the fans. And that's the biggest crime so far committed that I can see moving into this World Cup. Other than that, you're not going to hear any politics out of me for the World Cup. You're just going to hear about the game and the players. If you bring politics into this, I'll probably answer it. But it won't be the focus. The focus is going to be that trophy, the players, the game itself, and the tournament all the way through. That's all I'm interested in, to be honest with you. It's too much fun to get clogged up with all that political garbage that we can do. So for the World Cup, we'll thin down any political talk for the love of the game, the beautiful game. Going back into the chat, catching up with you before we shut down. But again, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. It's been an absolute blast. Kane Walsh, Panama should have 100% win rights to the World Cup, but maybe Curacao can win it too. Nice one. People bringing up the class here. Unfortunately, Quebec government were right to pass on this corporate greed scam. You're absolutely right. Now, that brings out another story. Let me have a swig. That brings out another story. Excuse me. Got to wipe the tash or the beard. I'm going to explain what Francois was talking about here, people. I'm going to read it again. Unfortunately, Quebec government were right to pass on this corporate greed scam. Quebec could have had World Cup games had they gone along with the FIFA give us a blank check routine. About 6 years ago, Vancouver put the middle finger up to FIFA and said, no, you're not going to get a check. We are not going to give you a check. Our taxpayers do not want to pay, yada, yada, yada. And the politicians down there said, no, you're not having it. You're not coming here. Isn't it ironic that now there's 2 games coming off in Vancouver and it's still Liberals in charge of that government? Isn't that odd that they now curtailed and turned around? And that's why I said earlier, should it not be Toronto that gets 2 games and not 1? Because Toronto has always stood tall for Canadian soccer. I'm not saying Vancouver hasn't. The soccer community in Vancouver has 100%, but not your asshole politicians. And they are asshole politicians. The soccer community has stood in Vancouver for decades, well strong, as it has Greater Toronto area, as it has Alberta area, right across Canada. Hear what I'm saying? Really. But they did come back at the Vancouver government, and Vancouver government did say, okay, you can have the blank check, you can come here with your games, because they saw the bigger picture and they realised the potential finances that they could make from a World Cup. That, having myself been a member of a local organising committee for a World Cup, I know how much money you're going to make off the back of a World Cup. So open the checkbook and don't squirm about what they take. Smile about what you get back is the moral, because that's how it comes down. You get more back than you give in. You really do. Going into the chat where I love to be. Give me a second as I catch up. For Rice Krispie, I think Dave Islands will win the World Cup. Angus McWhirter, FIFA will be referred to as FIFU. Yeah, FIFU, yeah. FIFA bananas like these don't grow on trees. Yes, Milky Moo. Celtic, FIFA, bananas like these don't grow on trees, yeah. Francois says, unfortunately, Quebec government were right to pass on the greed. I'm going to say that again because I want to say that again because you were so bloody right with that, Francois. Top show tonight, Stevie, been on spot. Thank you, brother. I totally appreciate that, man. Milky Moo Celtic, love of the game, jumpers for goalposts. Hey, there you go. Love of the game, jumpers for goalposts. And here's a funny story, and it's a funny story, and you'll laugh your ass off, and it happened to me, but you're going to laugh your asses right off. This is so funny. This is so football. This is so kid stuff, but so funny, you'll laugh. Milky Moose Celtic says, love of the game, jumpers for goalposts. There was a game when I was playing as a kid. We took our jumpers off, put them down on the ground. It was on the grass, yeah? And we're playing tear-assing around football. And I'm slide tackling and doing shit all over the place. And after about 20 minutes, I'm like, what the hell smells like shit? And everybody's looking at me. I'm covered in shit. I've slid tackled all the way through this shit where someone took their dog for a walk. And I'm literally pasted in shit. So there you go. Jerseys for jumpers for goalposts. There's a memory for you. Walking home covered in dog shit. Yeah, it happens. It did. I didn't laugh, but eventually I would. But yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go. Rice Krispies. I love your grasses. They remind me of Leon Murphy's. Francois, don't know if the paybacks will be great with the crazy pricing they let happen. That's another point, though. Yeah, it's like I was looking at merchandise in a few stores so I can literally talk on the situation. And they're making a lot of money off garbage. Like some of the shirts, they look nice, but they're thin crap, multi-produced crap. And if I was you, I'd literally wear an old shirt, an old national shirt, whatever, rather than buying some of the new stuff. Buy the trinkets, buy something small, something simple, yeah? But don't invest too much into it, because too many people literally are giving this world a red card before it's even getting off the ground. They really are. They're giving us the red card before it even gets off the ground. They're sick of the pricing. They're sick of the gouging. They're sick of being treated like third-class citizens from apparently the Emperor Infantino. People are sick of it. Why are we sick of it? Why? Because we have a budget. We all have a budget. We all have a life. We all have a respect level for each other. We're not going to charge you 800% for a rail ticket to go across town to a match, just to give an example. Yeah, we're not going to charge you 400% markup on a shitty T-shirt that's worth probably $20. No, I'm not going to tell you that either. But that's what they're doing right across the board. So don't invest too much money into it. Invest your time. Be with your friends. Watch the matches. Have some beers, some Chiantis, coffees, teas, whatever you do. Even if you're on the weed, whatever you are. Canada, they smoke it legal. Whatever you're doing, do what you do to pacify yourself, to have a nice time. Be with your friends and watch the game with your mates, preferably right here, where you know you're always going to get a real good reception, and you won't waste money, and you can drink what you want, and you can go to the washroom when you want. You won't have to queue up. You won't have to stand in the rain like me for 2 hours. It was fun. But you'll be all on your own account as you want it. And after the game, well, you can just do what the hell you like. No travel time included. No hotel needed. No need to pay for a meal along the way. No need to pay for an $8,000 ticket to the game. No? Think about it that way. Stay local, have fun with your people, and get online right here. Into the chat. Who is Liam Murphy? Right, Scripsy, he is a footballer. No, Boggin. Sorry, TY. Kent Alberta X. I want a Canada men's national team hat, but I had to. Sorry, just my chat just jumped again. Sorry, my eyes can't do that. One more time. Kent Alberta X. I wanted a Canada mountain hat, or men's national team hat, sorry, but had to order from USA. That is crackers, isn't it, eh? That is crackers. And I'll tell you something on that one. You're better off ordering online. At the game the other day in Edmonton, I had a gong show. It was a gong show. I had a nut job show. Go down in the library, watch that video, people. Here at Ultimate Soccer, go down in the library, Ultimate Soccer Show, and watch downstairs in the library my recent trip to Edmonton, 1,100 kilometers soccer road trip, Edmonton, Canada versus Uzbekistan. The point I'm going to make is this. Kent, you're just talking about ordering a hat online. Do that. Because what I saw in the stadium the other night, I always go to the stadiums and I always buy swag. I always do. I just can't stop myself. Yeah? I'm like, I'm in there. So here's the deal. I'm looking at the the swag inside the stadium. It's all Canada gear. And I'm looking at it and I'm touching some of it and I'm like, where did you make this? Where are you getting this garbage from? The hats were thin. I mean, I've got hats. The hats were thin. They looked like they were $5 hats being charged for $40, is what I'm saying. So, just got to say, be careful what you buy at the matches nowadays because it really looked like cheap crap. I'm just being honest. I've bought good swag in a time, man. Honestly, I have. But at that game, it looked like cheap swag. So people are trying hand over fist to make money off this national team nowadays. And they're bringing forward subpar, what I would call subpar apparel, subpar gear. So order online or go into a sports store yourself and sniff the stuff yourself. Feel it, touch it, see its quality. Because there's a lot of garbage getting passed around is all I'm saying. Just saying that. Just saying that. Just saying that. Just saying that. I'm just saying that. Milky Moo, Glenafton and under Bruni at Ayr United. Hey, there you go. Talking Scotland there. Francois, why would I go see a game at a price where I could go live a month in Osaka in Ciploide for the same price? Oh, yes, mate. Yes. Yes, bloody yes, bloody yes, yes. Get me in Mexico anytime. Get me in Colombia. I'll tell you what. Get me in Latino land, in the sun, anytime for the price of one ticket to a game. And that's what Francois is saying, people. You can go live it up for a month in the sun, on the beach, anywhere in Mexico, anywhere Latino America, anywhere South America, anywhere, and have money in your pocket. You could live like a king for that money. Why would you waste it on one ticket? Sit with your buds and your girls, watch it at home or in the bar, have a good time, save money, live it up, and then get on your phone after the game and come here for the post-game. You can't get it any better. Well done, Francois. Well done, Francois. Cipolite, 3. We'll watch. Milky Moo's going to watch the video, so he's going to watch me going to Edmonton. I'll tell you what, man, there's a lot of things I haven't explained. You're going to enjoy that. It will not start up as you feel, and it will not end up as you feel. And then midway through, it's going to be all football and all the boys in the game. We don't watch the game. We watch some of it, the important stuff. You'll have a good time. You will. Spot on, Francois, says Milky Moo. And the Rice Krispie, who is your favourite person in the chat today? Well, I can't do that. Mate. Everybody's my favourite. Honestly, everybody's my favourite. I have no favourites. I don't. And that is me in life. It's a great question you asked there, Rice Krispie. Great question, because here's the deal. At a World Cup, I love all the teams. I really do. I can cheer for anybody. I really can. In league football, I watch Wrexham a lot. A hell of a lot. Go down in the library, you'll realise that. And I've done it for years. Not just since the bandwagon became. But we are grateful of Rob and Ryan. No doubt about it. Sir Rob and Sir Ryan of Wrexham. We love them. But I don't have a favourite, and I think that's what makes me, the person myself, is that I'm able to feel everybody's pain and everybody's joy at the same time. So I jump in the fun times and I jump in the bad times and I share the good and the bad and the indifferent. But I think I'm just like the scales. My birth sign is Libra. I'm like the scales. I'm really not doing this and I'm not doing that. I'm literally balanced. Right across the board. So I love all the teams, love all the players. And I think that's why I love to talk about all the teams and all the players. And that's why I think at the times you'll hear me loving somebody and you'll also hear me really dumping on somebody because they just did some dumbass move that you can't ignore, that needs explaining. And I like the way that we all do things at this channel because we don't do it like TV. I've done TV. I've done radio. Decades of it. And that method of dissemination gets a red card. I don't do that. No, I don't do that. I don't swear like a moron or like an idiot or like a banshee. But once in a while, you will see an F-bomb come through here. If I get turned up and angry, you'll see a bomb drop. And you'll also see some good sarcasm too, like today. And we have a laugh. So you're seeing real stuff, is what I'm saying. That's why this channel is compelling for us, is it's really a real channel. And that's what it's all about. It really is. So my favourite person, got to say Rice Krispie, is everybody. As boring as that might sound for some people, that just really does explain me 100%. I'm an everybody man. I love everybody. I do. Colombia. Colombia. It's a great old scene. Anybody watching any good South American movies where they are watching from Colombia? They always say Colombia. And one of the funniest movies I saw, it was a skit in a Netflix piece. It was Pacho, the drug king. He was talking to one of the DEA agents in the set, and he was like blackmailing the DEA agent, basically. He's got these pictures, and he can say, look, we can make life tough for you with these pictures, and you be getting sent back home, Mr. American DEA agent. Or, he says, or we could send you to a jail here in Colombia. That's where you hear the Colombia. Love it. Good stuff. And that's why I say I'm an everyday man. I love everybody. Have fun with everybody. But say, Rice Krispie, thank you, buddy. Caden. It has to be me. There you go. See, Rice Krispie, it's got to be Caden. He's got to say it has to be me. There you go. Milky Moo Celtic, like a sailor. Rice Krispie, don't give me a red card. No, okay. You're getting a yellow card. You can't even be talking to a referee like that, you know. You can't even be talking to a referee like that. Angus McWhirter, it's better to be a selective cursor. You catch people off more. You do, yeah. You do, yeah, you do. You really do. Guys, going to close it down. It's been an absolute gong show again. Really enjoyed it. Hope you come back again. Like I say, the World Cup's coming up in a couple of days, so get on in here and make sure you do get on in here. Remember, like, subscribe, and hit all notifications. You'll have a fun every time. I've had a blast. I'm going to show you my cheat sheet. There's my cheat sheet right now. I'm going to show you this cheat sheet in 39 days after the World Cup starts, okay? And that shows you all the permutations of the teams, the groups. That shows you where teams are finishing in the groups. And after the groups, I'm going to show you that to see how bad I did. I hope you've enjoyed all the graphics that we put together with love. And like I say, come back and more. I'm coming into the chat just to make sure I don't forget anybody, because you can't do that. But hey, Angus, as he says, it's better to be a selective cursor. You catch people off more. I love that. Milky Moo Celtic. Caden's number one. So Caden's getting it. Caden's got it for today. Milky Moo has voted you in as number one for today. Go Caden. Francois says, jail in Colombia is a bona fide legit menace. Oh, yes. Si, senor. Oh, yeah. Hola. I see. It is. Angus says, thanks a lot. We'll be there plenty of times. Was fun as always, Stevie. Thank you, Angus. Thank you, everybody. Always fun. Literally always fun. But we got the biggest competition coming, man. And it's come fast. And like I say, everybody's going to be chasing Spain with La France in behind and England clawing for glory. Will they find some? I don't know, I don't know. They're going to have to hit some super form to get into that. They are going to have to hit some super form. Rice Krispie, you are my new fave. Big up to you, brother. Big up to you. Angus McWhirter, thanks a lot. We'll be aplenty here when they're coming through the games. Rice Krispie, don't end the stream. I love you, says the Rice Krispie. Love you too, bruv. Love you too. Francois Pitre, Haiti. Laugh out loud. Going for the World Cup. Come on, Haiti. Hey, by the way, sharing a little thing. You see that little thing over here? Hanging on the wall. Do you know what that is? That was my press pass to the last FIFA World Cup. 9 entrances, 9 games announced. Talk about a proud guy. Oh, yeah. I didn't do all this football for anybody but us. And now we got the channel moving forward. It's so much fun. Into the chat as we keep going, because you'll keep going, I'm going. But I love you too, Rice Krispie. Absolutely. Milky Moo Celtic says, till next time, cheers, Stevie. Good health, years all. Good health to years all, till man. Good health to years all. Leonardo Badaviera, can't wait any longer. He says, so this is what catches you off guard. You got to keep watching. You got to keep watching. Yeah? Leonardo Badaviera, can't wait any longer. Fucking a beautiful, lovely. There you go. World Cup, come soon, very soon. See, they do fly once in a while. Leonardo Badaviera says, Brazil to be champion. I need the 6th star. And England's only got 1. Only got 1 star. We've only got 1 star. We've only got 1 star. 1 star. We've only got 1 star. We've only got 1 star. We've only got 1 star. And Brazil needs number 6. Oof. Crispy says, bye, Steve. Bye, Rice Crispy. Caden Walsh, you are my favourite. You are the number 1 today, apparently. Yes, you've been voted in number 1, Caden. Jaden, sorry. Yeah, Caden, sorry. You are the number 1. Francois says, put Haiti third, Steve. Yeah. We'll put Haiti third in behind maybe Qatar. Let's put it that way. Milky Moose Celtic, nice to you, brother. Milky Moose Celtic. Leo, big hands up. Everybody's had a great day today. Thank you, everybody. It's been massive. Come back and watch this again, and I'll tell you what, you'll probably have a good time. Angus says, England is like Texas, the Lone Star State. The Lone Star State. That's beautiful, mate. That's beautiful. Call England Texas from now on. Hi, y'all. Down there in Houston, Texas. The Lone Star State. Francois Pitre. No Brazil this time. The Rice Crispy hated to win. Guys, this has been an absolute gong show. Absolute massive fun. Come back for the watch-alongs. Stick to the channel. I tell you, you'll probably have fun. And if you don't, it's your fault. You should have. You should engage. You can have a laugh here every moment of the day. Anybody that takes this seriously all the time, you're in the wrong place. It's a fun zone. It's a lot of knowledge in here with you guys, and I know that. And sometimes it's amazing to see the knowledge in here. Absolutely amazing, because you've got it, and you push the level higher. So keep coming back to push this level higher to get more people in with us as we grow. And we're just on time. 6 months ago, we weren't ready for anything for the World Cup. We worked our asses off for this. We're all going to enjoy this together. And as we go out, I've got to say, hit the chat before we go. Rice Crispy says, Haiti to win. Francois says, see Japan being a major pain for any team. Oh, yes, I do. The Rice Crispy, can I buy your glasses? Send me your email. I've got a set I can send to you. A second set. Yeah, I do. I really do. Email fifascup@gmail.com. Yeah, fifascup@gmail.com. See what we can do for you. fifascup@gmail.com. That's the email. And maybe you can buy my glasses. Caden Walsh, Panama to win the World Cup. Viva la Panama! And Caden says, who's your barber? Me, myself. Absolutely me, myself. I shave it, do it myself. I shave this, do it myself. I shave this, do it myself. I even shave my ass and do that myself as well. Me, myself, baby. Me, myself. Francois says, when I win my 23-1 comeback for Haiti versus Scotland, you will regret missing on those crazy odds. Oh, I love it, mate. Love it. Rice Crispy, thanks, brother. Thanks. Milky Moose Celtic Green Hearts is fantastic for me too. And Milky Moose laughing his arse off. Fantastic. You know what? You know why we're having a good time? It's because we're all real. That's what matters. And in this day and age, finding somewhere where you can feel good without thinking about it twice, that's gold. Get back here. Mexico taking on South Africa. That's the first game. My tip for the first game before we even get there is a Mexico 2-3-0 win. They're in form coming in. South Africa's going to be under pressure. And altitude, baby. Get ready for altitude. Oh, yeah. Viva Mexico! And the World Cup is coming. Rice Crispy, last one out. Love your haircut. Love you too, bruv. Love everybody. Have a super day, or night, or evening. And we hit the targets for Milky Moose Celtic. That's fantastic. Caden says, can you give me a haircut? I tell you what, I'll get the clippers out right now for you. Because it's all clippers. Got a couple of pairs of clippers, actually. I've been using them for years. Love them. Get out of here. Have a super day, super night. Come back again. It's been a blast. I've loved every minute of this. Every single minute of this. Don't kid yourself. I hope you did too. I've enjoyed every minute of this. I will watch your watch-alongs, says the Rice Crispy. Bang on. Cheers, guys.